welcome to Behind the Music for Daily Hope. Today, I am in a new spot. You usually see me at the organ, sometimes I'm at the piano, and if you've watched regularly, you've seen me inside of our Bigelow pipe organ. But today, I am in the bell loft, here in the back of the sanctuary, where the bell tables go when our bell choir plays. So I know you've probably heard the bells from time to time. Maybe you wonder about them, maybe you don't. Either way, today I just wanted to take a little bit of time and share with you about one of our ministries in the music world here at Victory. Now, if you've ever played an instrument, you probably know if you play the violin, it has a melody, and so you play all of the notes in the melody. Or if you played a trumpet, the same thing, you have a melody. If you played something lower in the thing, like a viola or a cello, maybe you were used to playing the harmony to the melody. But either way, you had a musical line that kind of went like this. And same thing, if you sang in a choir, if you sang tenor, if you sang bass, you still had a line that was kind of linear, and you were responsible for singing all of those notes in a line. You'd have rest and so on, but you still had a line that went like this. Now for bells, that's true. They are playing music. They're reading music in a normal score like you would if you were reading music. However, each person has one bell in each hand, so they're responsible for two notes. So for example, if there's a person standing here, they have two bells. They have E and they have F. And so they have to wait their turn. They have to wait a long time sometimes. They have to count and count and count until it's their turn to go. And they have to hope that the person who played C, D, E, F, G, A, like that, to play a scale would require multiple people. So I like to say that ringing bells is really a team sport. When we practice, if somebody is missing, if someone is sick, if someone isn't able to be here, it really makes a difference to the bell choir because everybody is responsible for their own notes. Now, we have a 4-octave bell choir. So that means from our lowest bell to our highest bell is 4 octaves. So if you were to look at the piano from C to the next C to the following C, we'd have 4 octaves. So we have one bell for each one of those chromatic notes. You'll notice on the bells that some of them have black handles and some of them have white handles. And so just like when you look on a piano keyboard, this one is an F and this one would be a black note, F sharp. It's pretty cool, but that means if you're responsible for F and G, there might be a time where suddenly you have an F sharp, so you have to put down your F, pick up your F sharp, and play it like that to get to the G. So, some other things that they have to learn when they play in bell choir, in addition to counting and listening, is to dampen the bells. And that sounds easy, but when you're playing and you're focused and you don't always remember to stop the sound. And so let me play that for you. If you just go like this, and then you play this, they kind of smush together. It's not unpleasant until you get 4 octaves of notes all smushing together, and then it just makes this big, giant noise. And so one of the things that we have to practice is called dampening. So we go like this. So just like if you were playing on the piano a scale, one note would come up as the next one goes down. And so the same thing we have to do with bells. We have to ring it, stop the sound, like that. Some other things that we do that I hope you'll listen for this weekend when the bells play on Sunday are some different techniques. One of the things that we do involves hitting the bell on the table to make a thudding sound like this. It just kind of stops the sound. If you do it with a bigger bell, it makes a different sound. You hear that? Kind of thud. If we play C and E together, isn't that cool? Now you can also have the table help you. And then it rings out like that. Different things that we can do. There are also ways that you can ring, and then you swing the sound, and so it kind of makes a wah, wah, wah. It's very cool. But these are all different things that are required to practice. We come together every week to practice. Everybody has to be responsible for knowing their music, to know which notes they play and when they play them. When we do things like these marts, they have to work on getting that nice and together, otherwise it sounds kind of, off. And the scary thing about being in the bell choir, unlike a choir where you sing, where there might be 5 or 10 or 100 of you singing the same part, when you're playing bells, every person is responsible for that note. If they don't play it, we don't hear it. So it really is a team sport. You have to be everybody here, everybody all in, everybody practiced. And it's kind of scary. If you ask the people who are in the loft, it's a little bit scary to be exposed, but it's also something they love doing, coming and sharing their talents and just worshiping God through music. Now we have a new bell, as you can see right here. It's very large. This is a low C, and it's kind of heavy. If you notice the color is different, that's because it's made out of aluminum. These are all bronze, but bronze is heavy. So when this C bell, which is an octave higher than this one, it actually weighs more than this one. Because it's made out of aluminum. If we had this one out of bronze, I don't know if I would have enough muscles to pick it up and bring it for you. So that's why the color is different. The sounds still work really well together. If you see me moving the bells, that's because in order to keep the sound going, you want to keep them moving as well. The sound the sound waves stop moving if you stop moving them. So just all sorts of little fun things. If you've ever wondered about bells, if you've ever been interested in playing bells or wondering what it feels like to touch a bell, have questions, and invite you to talk to the people who ring here at Victory. They're excited to share what they know. They're very dedicated and love what they do, love worshiping God through music. I'm always happy to talk to you too if you have questions. And if you're interested in coming to ring with us, you're always welcome to come try it out. I hope you'll tune in this weekend or come live. They're going to be playing Sunday morning, or you can watch us online at 9:30. It's always great to be with you. I look forward to being back with you again next week.